No Thomas this morning, he's already made tracks, but hopefully he'll pop in at some point. But as we stand, it's time to get going. And always, I love tea. These are the 3 tins that I'm going to try and do something with, really knowing that, you know, it's not going to really be a coat of paint, but do something with it, even if it's just lay some paint on to start the process and then have to go up and find some more. So let's have a look. So far I'm actually quite impressed, but you can see there's a depth of colour on this already. The only places it'll be a problem is like up here where the cream is underneath that coating of it, so obviously it won't be the same as this. Really, I should have touched it up with a bit of black, and I still might just splash a little bit of black over that before this sets off, let that start to set off, and then do whatever I'm going to do to finish up with the 3rd can on both sides, if at all. But considering, let me just pull this door, push it open, let it shine up a little bit. Considering that that was just 1 can, I'm actually quite impressed with that. You know, there's an amount of colour there. Okay, it's not totally level, it's not totally, you know, complete, but if I got my finger out and used half of the 2nd can, I could possibly get this to a nice place. And that's my natural instinct to sort of do that. You know, grab the other can and get it. You know, no, I'm not going to do that this time because we have 3 cans. So I'm going to do the same with that can over that side. I have to say, I'm very impressed with these cans, you know. You know, not that my opinion really matters one way or the other, but for myself, wow, you know, yeah, it's not a full colour, but there is something there that resembles the full colour, and you know, it sprays on pretty nice, to be honest with you. You know, I would imagine that if I only did this and let it cure off and give it a light wet and dry, it would look like old original paint with just, you know, dirt or the base coat showing through. It'd be quite nice. Kind of almost like a natural patina that shows through old paints, you know, without the rust and stuff. But yeah, I mean, that is 2 tins. So, damn, I'm very surprised, I have to be honest. I was not expecting that. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to right. I just finished the third tin, and I managed, like on the other side, to do a bit more on the top there and down the first kind of scoop into the wing, and also along here, and on both sides I managed to coat over the satin black. I think that's all Daisy's getting for now in respect of the colour, because I'm happy that it's enough. And you can see it does have a resemblance of a colour, albeit a bit uneven looking, but you will try and address that with a little bit of light sanding, wet sanding I think. Even the front, you know, the front come up reasonably well considering I've done no bodywork to it. I just wanted to tidy it up and pull that side into that side, and it's kind of done its job. Oh my goodness, that actually looks like a colour. Wow, I am so shocked. Luckily enough, my friend called me to go and help her, and I got some shopping, so the paint got more time to set than it would normally get with me around, so that's mostly a good thing. So yeah, the plan is I'm just going to have myself a cup of tea. Obviously, gotta have a cup of tea, it's important. And I really do like this colour. I must admit, I do like this colour. In some ways, I'm thinking if I can get some more of this, I might just do the whole lot, except for the roof creams and stuff, in this colour rather than going with the green, because that satisfies the registration. I don't have to mess around with anything, and it's actually a really lovely colour. You see it a little bit more sort of covered. I know there's imperfections and you can see it's not totally sort of full of colour, but you know, that's not bad for 1 and a bit cans. I'm so shocked. So yeah, I think, as I said, I'm going to have a little cup of tea, well, a big cup of tea, and then I'm going to come back down, rip off this paper, get rid of that paper. You could get a little glimpse of it just there. Look, just a little glimpse. I know I sound very childish, but that's what happens, you know. You work hard to try and get a finished surface ready for this kind of thing, and the payoff is when it's painted. So yeah, that's why I might sound a little bit excited and happy. I'm happy, but this is look at this. So obviously you want to pull away from the paint if you can, because it just stops any kind of tearing if it isn't completely dry. So it's best to kind of pull up and away, just nice and easy. Ooh, what happened there? See, this is one of the problems, right? And I mentioned it, I don't know whether it's in the previous video or earlier in this one or something, but sometimes you don't see things, you miss things. And bear in mind this, the masking tape and that paint colour, yeah, it's different, but when you're in the thick of it and the lighting isn't that great, or the lighting's too strong coming in, so you're getting glared out with looking at stuff, you do miss things. And I've not taped it in the right position. Right there, I thought I was good. I thought I was golden then. And I don't think I've got any more of that colour, which is frustrating. I'm just wondering
And the thing is, I'd have to touch that with the black and then the colour. Alright, well, we know where we are now. What I have sort of decided is that down here, I'm going to leave that on for now, because when I do the sanding, whatever that sort of extends to, it will just save any of the paint that's on the handle and the lot from being scuffed, and then once I've done that I can take it off, and it should hopefully still be as good as it was when I put the tape on, which is yet to be seen. So shame about that, but yeah, this is the way things are, you know. This is real. Oh, the monkey. Oh, what's the matter? Where you been all day? You might have just heard Thomas meowing. The monkey, are you okay? What's going on? Where you been all day? Huh? What do you think of the paintwork? Is it good? Monkey. Oh, Daddy missed you all day. Oh, Papa. I love you. Oh, he's so beautiful. Oh, he's just the best in the West and the rest as well. Yep. See? One of the lovely things about living here, you know, and having Thomas and having people popping in and other animals and that, you get really nice kind of breaks and moments from whatever it is you're doing, you know. Yeah, lovely. Off it goes. I'll sort him out some food in a minute. I've got him some new biscuits from the shop as well, so he's got plenty. So, back to what we was talking about. I can just see how long this has gone on already. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let me just take you for the ride. Try and do things one-handed and just have a little pull off and see what we got. I know what I've done. When I put the last piece of tape on, it went lower than the line, and that's why there's this void here, because look, we're now sitting on the top of that, which is pretty much in line with that. So all I need to do is take that up and splash that in at some point, so it's not the end of the world, but yeah, it would have been nice, but it still is. Look at this. Yep, there's overspray. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. But you know, it can be addressed. Yeah, it's not bad. You know, I mean, it's alright. What do you think? When we get to the end, the rubber here is sharp, but like I said, some things are not that easy to get in Portugal, so I'm going to have to figure that one out. And this is the end where, let me open the door, just rest that up there. Right, so this is the edge where I wanted to kind of continue this line. You can see it's a right old mess. There's build up and all sorts, you know, and I didn't really sand it that well, to be honest. You can see that's because I had in mind that I've yet to do this isn't the finish, so you know, it's one of them. But that's what you see when you look so close to a lot of paint jobs, and you know, these are the things that you go around and you address in between this kind of coating and the final coat, because it really highlights it. But you know, we're not on that ship. we're on the good ship. Get it done, let's get out of here, and I've got a trip to make, so I can't be dithering about. And in actual fact, I can tell just by what I'm doing and talking that this is taking longer than it needs to. So I'm going to carry on with this, put you back on the time lapse. I think it's plain to see what's happening. I'll move the camera around and just unveil it. No doubt there'll be more bits. It's like this, for instance. You know, what I'll do eventually is I'll continue the cream underneath the wing, you know, so I'm not worried about it for now. You know, it gives the picture, and when you shut the door, you know, it is in essence nearly there. I've got cream, so I can touch these things up anyway, but yeah, I can't do that one. We'll see. Can I squeeze a couple of squirts out of these 3 empty cans? Sounds like another challenge to me. Anyway, okay. So what I thought was I'd come in and pull you closer so that you could see if we were second time lucky. I haven't pulled this bit off yet. I've just pulled it from the edge, as you can see, and it's just about there. So I don't know, we might have the same disaster as over there, we might have a neat line, but I thought you might as well have a look with me, so there we go. I think I might tease you with it. I'll take the top layer off first. Oh, that doesn't really give you an idea of where the paint's going to, because there's a piece still there. So yeah, let's have a look. Let's see what it's done. That looks a little bit more like it. Cap Thomas is definitely ready to go up. Yeah, so am I really. It's late, I'm not sure what time, but there's a mess on the back of the truck, but hey, that's what trucks are for. But I wanted to just draw your attention to say before I take my walk back. Fast paint. Well, me and Thomas think it really was fast paint, because in essence it took us just today to get this lot across all of that. So yeah, it done really well. I'm quite pleased with that, all things considered. It would have been nice to get the bonnet in it and the cowling, but considering where she was and what it looked like a bitzer. That's a term that I haven't used for a while, but yeah, it definitely looked like a bitzer, you know. The handles look okay. You know, they're not perfect. It's a scuff or two. There's a little scuff, but that normally happens anyway. Same with the key surround. There's possibly a little bit. That might just be shining though. But yeah, very happy. that will do. So on that tip, me and Thomas are going to take the walk up and sort ourselves out for the evening, and come back tomorrow when this is much better, much more dry, and maybe give it a little wet sand. I'm not sure yet. I'll see what it looks like tomorrow. Anyway, as always, be nice, have a lovely evening. Well, it will be for me, wherever it is for you. Have a lovely one, whatever that is. And yeah, see you next time.